Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here today with the Temu haul. Let's get started. I had to check and make sure I had my phone because if I didn't, I was just gonna stop this and restart. Anyway, let's do a couple things and then we will talk. So first, I've got, I think, based on the feel, I think this is a eyeshadow palette. And hopefully, since it seems to be really wrapped up well, it won't be broken. So how you guys doing? Are you enjoying your day so far? I hope. All right. Well, that's kind of pretty. So we've got nude eyeshadows. I just looking at this, the colors that I normally wear are probably like this color and this color, but I wanted to get one that had a much darker color to try. Yeah, so it's got good pigmentation. And let's try one of these shimmery ones. I don't normally use shimmery because for me, it always feels like it's oily, but that's kind of pretty. And since it's kind of a darker color, I might try that. And let's try this lightest color. I usually use it in the creases, like on the inside of my eye. So yeah, I'd say those have pretty good pigmentation and some new colors in the same kind of family as what I usually use. So that looks good. Now let me find something to get a Kleenex. Oh. And my lips feel really dry at the moment. All right, let me get one more thing before we talk. Okay, I knew this was going to be small, but I didn't think it was going to be this small. This is a tchotchke. A tchotchke that I'm going to easily lose or drop, it looks like. So it's, if I hold it up like this, it'll seem really big, right? But it's tiny and it's got movable leaves or whatever you want to call these. And you can straighten it a little bit. And so then the vase, flower pot or whatever is filled with more of those rocks, but then some resin on top. And they had these in a multitude of gemstones. And I just thought they would be cute. Can't even see that. This is probably not a very good thing for a thumbnail. All right, so yeah, I thought it would maybe be like this big in comparison. So I don't know. I mean, it's a cute little knick-knacky thing that I can put on my computer monitor shelf is really what I'll probably do with that. But let's see what those two items cost. So tonight, we just got back from visiting with my mom while my dad was at church and while he went to dinner after church, and it went okay. I mean, she was definitely more talkative tonight, but that's probably because we were there when the sun went down, and she does get more talkative as the evening goes. One of you told me that's called sundowning, so I did kind of look that up, and yeah, that totally tracks. And so it's always interesting when she gets talkative about stuff like that, because then she goes into stories and stuff that are real to her but are not real. And so you just sit and listen and engage, and yeah, I would like to go see your mom again too, kind of thing. Okay, this little guy is, I paid $2.75 and I got one price adjustment. That was strawberry quartz, but they also have rose quartz, amethyst, aventurine, carnelian, fluorite, and citrine. So they're really cute, but they are obviously tiny. And it's currently $2.69, and it's just called Amethyst Crystal Gravel Tree, Handmade Copper Wire, Healing Stones, Miniature Home Decoration. So they do say miniature, and I'm sure if you look at the rest of the description, it'll tell you how big they are. It's got really good reviews. So, but here's some of the other ones. Oh, I have no arm strength, you guys. None whatsoever. And then the other item, I paid $3.07 for the eyeshadow palette. I got 2 price adjustments. It does come in 3 different colors. I got color number 3. Color number 2 looks more like what I normally use. Oh, maybe I didn't get color number 3. What did it say? Oh, it says I got color number 1. Well, color number 1 is sold out at the moment, but the other 2 are both $2.30. And one of them is kind of lighter colors and darker colors. All right, so that's 2 items. Let's talk about outfits. So I don't know how I feel about this orange. It's really not, I don't know. If you're someone who does colors for like the seasons, I'm not describing this very well. There's a Color Me Beautiful came out in the 80s, and it said that all people based on their irises and their skin tone fell into one of the seasons. And I am a summer, and summers don't typically go with these kind of autumn kind of colors, orangier colors. And so I don't know how I feel about this, but I'll still go through it. So I'm wearing my Pair Eyewear, and I have a link to a referral code in my description below. I'm not sponsored. I just really like being able to change my glasses without having to have a bunch of glasses, right? I can just have a bunch of these, and it's cheaper to buy this than different glasses. So there's that. So then this is the shirt that I showed in my last haul, and it fits fine. But then this is the sweater, guys. It's huge. Now, I was curious if you guys would think that these looked okay together because it's got this dark gray, which isn't in the shirt. But I think it's fine, but I feel like this sweater is way too big, and I don't know how to judge the size of a sweater. Like, this is a batwing sweater. I don't know how to judge what a good size would be for one of these because it's weird. I mean, it's basically like wearing sleeves that have a back to them. I don't know how else to describe it, but so it's huge, and because of that, you don't end up seeing much of the gray. Now I could flip this around and wear it the other way so that the gray was on top. So I like the sweater. I think it's too big. So if I want to keep it, I think I probably need to size it down. And then I could still wear it with this, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this orange. But then I'm wearing one of the Temu stacker necklaces, and then some earrings that don't go at all with the necklaces, at least. Those natural kind of gemstone earrings. Now, I also said that I was going to bring down my hair powder, what have you. So I did bring that down. This is another Temu product. I got gray brown. If you need the link to this, I could probably find it, but it's been a while since I bought it. But anyway, it looks like this, and in the bottom it's got the sponge. Now I have a separate sponge I normally use that has a handle that's easier to use, but I wanted to, because obviously all my white is kind of up here at the top, and it makes blending, it just is kind of weird, right? Because I mean, it's natural, but it's weird to have so much. And yes, I'm using my monitor as a mirror. So sometimes when if I get it to dark in certain places, I'll kind of rub it through because it's going on the skin. And of course, I've got this huge bright light in the ceiling that makes it a little bit harder. So this ends up feeling a lot like dry shampoo. You know, the kind of a powdery kind of effect to it. But if you're someone like me that doesn't want to color your hair, because I don't mind having white hair. It's just sometimes, like especially right now, if I wear my hair down, it's so much darker down here that sometimes it's a little weird. It's not as weird when I put it in a ponytail, because all of my like white is kind of, you know, against the scalp and everything. And so it doesn't bother me as much, but sometimes. So I feel like this is a pretty natural, of course now I'm messing with my hair, and now I'm just making it look ridiculous all over the place, but I figured I'd give you a chance to kind of see how, and then it starts to feel powdery when you touch it. But obviously white hair is notoriously difficult to color with. I mean, professionals could probably do it better than the box of L'Oreal at the local Walmart, but that costs a lot. So I got this. This was one of the first things I got on Temu, or in the first month or two, I should say. And I don't know, I just really liked it because it was gray brown, which is me, and a lot of things that you find are too dark or too light, and this one just seemed to have a good mix. Now it's hard, like I said, it's hard to kind of do this while I'm just sitting here, and I usually have to get like these my sideburns. I don't think women are supposed to have sideburns, but I do. So, and it really doesn't take much time, but I am usually, when I do this, I am worried that if it started to rain, you know, would that be a problem? would I have brown drips, well, dripping down my hair? And it's obviously much easier to do this in front of your bathroom mirror, but it covers pretty well. I mean, don't you think? And it this overall seems like a decent color to match to my, now I'm not going to spend time to color all of this, but just so you can kind of see. Well, as I say, I'm not going to spend time doing that. Well, we'll stop. But yeah, so you can use as much or as little as you want, and you'll look better. It'll look better doing it in front of a mirror. So yeah, so let me know what you think. If that's, my hands feel disgusting now. Where did that Kleenex go? So yeah, I mean, it definitely changes my look. Well, I'd say back to my natural hair color, but it's at least closer. But my hair is it's just a disaster. So anyway, there's that. Be like, what? This isn't even what I'm hauling today. All right, let's get back to it. Enough primping in front of the mirror. All right, next I've got I want to call it a holster purse, but it's not. It's like a fanny pack. But in the video, they kind of wear it on the side. So it looks like this. And I'm trying to see how easy this is to snap into. Okay, so it does snap into place. And this one, and it feels like, well, I was gonna say it feels like leather, but it's not on that side. Well, yeah, that's material, almost embroidery floss kind of material. So it expands a little bit. This one expands a little bit. And then what else do we have? Oh, we have a zipper. Just a single pocket. Will it fit my phone? Does not fit a phone. That's not good. It's because this side is too short. But it's also got a zipper on this side, which also doesn't fit a phone. It seems like a design flaw. And then it's got a belt. I mean, if I'm going to wear one of these, I want it to be able to hold my phone, right? So it's got a belt like this, and it really is a belt. So let's see about getting this wrapper off. I'm really enjoying my Temu blade. the sweater is kind of hot. So see, that's a good thing about getting tank tops, because this is a tank top if you didn't see my last video. That's a good thing with tank tops to go with sweaters if you have a tendency to overheat. But I'm sitting here thinking, I want to take this sweater off, but I'm not going to because I'm wearing a tank top. So yeah, I'm probably going to send this sweater back, but I can't decide if I'm going to get a smaller size or if I'm just going to cut my losses. All right, let me see if I can put this on, and then I'll stand up and slide it around. Ugh. How close can I get? Well, here, look at my hair. So you might be asking, why don't you always put color in your hair? Because isn't colored hair prettier than white hair? Well, no, not necessarily. I think white hair is really pretty. It's just when you're in that phase where it's not all white yet, that's kind of a pain in the butt phase to be going through if you are going natural. All right, so one thing I'm noticing, there's nothing to really put this part into. And so in the picture, they wear it like this, which I don't have it on probably as tight as I would wear it, but yeah, you've got this hanging out, and sure, you could put it in front too if you want to wear it traditional style, but they do show it like this. So I don't know. I think it's a flaw that that there's no loop back there to hold it in place, and that it's not big enough to hold a phone. I mean, that's really the main reason why I wanted it. So, and then this one's not big enough to hold cards, so you could put cards in here, but I don't know what I'd end up using this for. So this, maybe I may send this back just because it's not designed very well, I don't feel like. But let's see what it cost. And I'm not sure if it's in this order or not. Actually, so while I'm in this order, let me pull out the things from the bag that we've got in this order so that I'm not just running around looking for prices. Okay, this was inspired by Erin on Hey Everybody. She's worn this a couple times, I think, and I loved it. And what I liked about it was she said on there that it was actually bejeweled. It's not just an image. So I thought that that would be pretty, because it's pretty when she wears it. And so I got one for me. And all my shirts lately that I'm getting from them feel crooked. This one doesn't feel quite as bad, but it feels a little bit crooked, but not as much. I got one shirt, you guys, that I haven't hauled yet, that it's like over here, but this one I think is okay. So anyway, it looks like this, and see, I like Sugar Skulls, Day of the Dead. I don't know, are those synonymous, Sugar Skulls and Day of the Dead, or I don't know. I don't know enough about that, except that I really like skulls like this because they're so pretty. And I really like this one because there's only 3 colors. And that to me makes it pop more. And yeah, so I just love that. So I'll probably wear my bright pink glasses with this. And It's super, super soft. This is like the super, or the really soft. Is this the blend or is it just the really soft polyester? Is there a tag in here? Oh, this one had the tag at the top, which is weird, unusual. Okay, this one's just the polyester and elastane. And I got it in a 1XL. But yeah, I just think that's really pretty. Oh, I can't get used to the orange, you guys. I mean, I know I pretty much bought these to have during this season, but I don't feel like I have the right complexion for it. I don't know, it just makes me feel jaundiced, which is not a good look. All right, this shirt, I paid $9.33 and got one price adjustment. I got the 1XL, but it comes in sizes 0XL to 5XL. And it is currently $8.39, which I think is a really good price considering it's actually got the beads on it and it isn't just an iron-on. And it is a plus size skull rhinestone graphic tee, women's casual crew neck, short sleeve t-shirt. But yeah, the first time that Erin wore it, I was like, oh, that's really pretty. And I looked it up, but then I didn't buy it. Well, then the second time, it was like, I have got to get that before it's gone. Because it's just so pretty. I don't know. You guys know I like pink and black, so it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much to convince me. Oh, let's see if there's any other items before I skip to a different order. I might have put that in here. Is it what I did? Yes. Okay. This next item is a free gift for one of you. And this time it's Post-it notes. Just cute little kitty Post-it notes. And if you have never, if this is your first time on my channel, what I do is occasionally I order things from Temu to give away to you guys. And I mean, it's small, something I can stick in an envelope. And you do not have to live in the States. You can live anywhere to try to win this. But what happens is I usually do the drawings on Sunday or Mondays, and I tag the winner in my post where I announce the winner, and then you'll have to send me your address so that I can mail it to you, which I will then mail it to you, usually like the next week, because I try to mail them all out at the same time. But yeah, so you can win this. And I've been getting a lot of stickers lately for giveaways, but then I thought, well, Post-it notes would be good too. Everybody can use Post-it notes, and who doesn't like cats? So in this one, we've already done the keyword cat. So let's do hugs, H-U-G-S. So if you put hugs in your comment below, you will be entered for this drawing. And it's just my way of saying thank you for supporting me in this channel by watching my videos. So thank you. So that was 67 cents. And it's sold out. But here's another one that has it. Oh, wait, that's $2.69. That seems like a bad deal. Okay, well, here's one for $1.79 for the same thing. So maybe I'll link that one. But you get 30 sheets, 30 sticky notes. Oh, this one, you get 6 for the listing. Oh, 6 for $179. That's a good deal. Better deal than what I paid for my one. So yeah, I'll link that one when I put the descriptions below, because mine, oh, mine's only sold out. Well, if mine comes back, I'll put it in there. But anyway, all right, do I have any of these other items? Yes, I think that is in here. Another cross necklace. I went on a cross necklace buying spree. This one would actually be a good one to go with what I'm wearing right now, since I'm wearing bronzy earrings. This is kind of a bronzy hammered cross kind of look with a cord for the necklace. That's pretty. And connected by a jump ring, and it does have an extender on it. So yeah, so I think I have a few more cross necklaces to come, but we're getting through them. So I paid $1.07. It is copper, so I was saying bronze, but they say copper, and it's currently $1.27. And so I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the center of it kind of makes it look like it's wrapped together with a cord. And then this is what the back side looks like, kind of like wood. And it's a one-piece retro cross necklace, metal wire wrapping pendant necklace. But there's no metal wrapping, it's just a mold that made it look like that, I'm sure. All right, anything else in this one? Yes. So I've been buying these pullovers. I've shown a couple so far on my channel. I think a army green one and a light pink one. And so I bought it in burgundy. It is not a hoodie. And it is just so soft, you guys. And the inside is the exact same. So this is I'm gonna really enjoy wearing these when it gets colder. And you could wear it, I mean, it is a pullover, so it doesn't zip all the way down. And it looks like this at the bottom, and then the muffler, isn't that what they were called? Muffs? Muff, you know, hands thing has got the black, as does the sleeve. It comes in a lot of different colors, so this is color number 3 for me. But you could wear it, you know, with it zipped down in a tank top underneath it and just wear it all day, or you could wear it as a jacket, take it off wherever you go, get to where you're going, but you'll have some static for sure if you try to do that. But yeah, see, now this would be probably a winter color in the whole Color Me Beautiful world. So usually people that are summers can get away with wearing winter things, vice versa, spring and autumn. Gosh, does anybody still go by that kind of? We were watching an NCIS episode, and Abby was talking about that whole concept. And I was like, wow, so that would have been like early 2000s, and this book came out like in the 80s, I'm sure. But yeah, it's an interesting thing, because I remember when I was a kid sitting in the bathtub. So I was probably junior high or high school, actually. You know, you'd take your bath and you do your makeup, or you do a mask, or, you know, something like that. But I remember that you had to look at your iris, and usually people with blue eyes could be summers or winters. But if you had brown flecks in it, then it could go different ways. And so I, in college, decided that I was really an autumn. And so I started wearing more stuff like this. And I started using yellower foundation and stuff because that was also my Mary Kay phase. And yeah, it was kind of a different phase. I mean, I guess everybody's got phases they went through, right? And I guess I had my makeup or skin tone phase, or what, I don't even know what you call it. But yeah, I did go through a period like that. But then I was like, oh, but I really like wearing purples and stuff. So the silly things that we go through, right? Or think are important. All right. Well, this pullover, I paid $6.53. $6.53. It's an excellent price. And it comes in sizes small to XXL. I got the XXL because definitely for something like that, I'd want it oversized if I'm going to be wearing stuff underneath it. But it comes in 7 different colors: white, pink, blue, gray, purple, burgundy, and army green. And the prices do change depending on what color you get. The cheapest one right now is purple for $5.88, but it's sold out. The rest of them are in the $9 to $10 range. So, but these go on sale because all of the ones that I have gotten have been in the $5 to $6 range. So you just got to watch for those things. I mean, not like you're probably definitely not like me and on your Temu app all the time, but you might get lucky on occasion. And like I said before, this may be during Amazon, when this airs, maybe during Amazon October days or whatever, and Target and Walmart were also doing their own thing. And my guess is that Temu might do their own thing. So if this happens to be airing during that time, maybe check out Temu and see what kind of deals they have right now. But, all right. That was it from that particular order. Let me go in and see if I can find another order that has things in this bag. Yeah, so that lime green sweater, you guys, I think it was sewed inside out. And I think I'm going to have to, I like it, so I'm probably going to reorder it, but I think I'm going to return that one because that part, like the inside of a sweater, snags more easily. So that's one of the reasons why I want to order, because I have ordered sweaters before that have been inside out, and I've reordered them again and they came the right way. So I'm going to try that with that lime green sweater just because I really like it, but I think it was sewn inside out. Even Jason thought that too, so that's telling. All right, this next item is another sweater. This was also inspired by Erin at Hey Everybody, but she had a different color, and it wasn't something that she was, I mean, she probably had hauled it at some point, but she wasn't hauling it the day she wore it, and I think she had like a khaki color, but because she wasn't hauling it, it wasn't in her description, so I just started looking up sweater vests, and I think I found it. But anyway, I got it in kind of this brick red color, and it's really nice, you guys. Like, it seems really high quality. It's got beautiful variety of knits in it, and it's substantial weight-wise. It's not, you know, a super thin one. So I think this is going to look really nice with a short sleeve shirt or whatever, although it looks like I'm going to have to spend some time uncurling this at the bottom. Probably I'll be fine if I wash it once. And it is longer in the back than the front, and I like that because I like having a little bit extra covering my butt. But yeah, so this would be a warm color, not necessarily a color for me, but I think I don't care. Some things I don't care. Orange, for some reason, is a little harder for me. Now, my oldest daughter, her favorite color is orange. And I don't know, that just seems weird to me. I never knew anybody growing up whose favorite color was orange. But I love salmon. Salmon is one of my favorite colors, and that would have some orange to it. But anyway, so here's this beautiful sweater. I really hope this fits well because I would like to, you know, I got those mock turtleneck shirts that I could wear with that, or again, on a lighter day, pair that with my those jeans I got from local warehouse, and that would be pretty. And I know some of you like get freaked out when you see that I haven't moved things from video to video, but I do. If you're new here, I have very limited amounts of time that I can film videos, so I do tend to film them back to back. So I end up missing some key things that go on in the world, but just know that if I don't mention it, I'm thinking about it on the day that it's happening. So like all of the people that have been affected by the hurricane, I feel so bad for them, right? Because I've had flooding in this house before, and I've had to deal with FEMA, and that is a pain in the butt, because if you have any kind of homeowner's insurance, you pretty much get screwed, because your homeowner's insurance very rarely covers. I mean, you can have flood insurance, and I have flood insurance because I live in a floodplain being in the St. Louis area, but it is not fun. And so I don't expect that anybody that's going through that is watching this video. Obviously, they've got way more important things to do, but you might have, those of you that are watching might have friends or family that have been impacted. So just know that when things like that happen, if I'm not responding to it right away, it's because I was unfortunately having to film ahead, but my thoughts and prayers are with them. And I hope that the government gets off their butt and does something, right? You know, it's like, all politics aside, get up and do something. All right. Well, that was a detour. But yeah, so all that to say, it looks like things haven't moved, because they haven't, but they will move when I'm done filming at the end of the day, if for some reason you're bothered by that. I mean, we all have our idiosyncrasies, right? And get bothered by all kinds of things that other people do. So I'm not oblivious to that fact. All right, let's see if I can find the last few things that are in this haul. Do I just have one thing left in the bag? Oh, yes, I've got two things left in there, plus that side fanny pack disaster. Well, disaster is probably not the right word. Disappointment. I think that's pretty accurate. Huh. I love when I'm looking through an order and I see two things like next to each other on the order that I never would have thought to pair, but then I'm like, oh, those would actually look pretty decent together. So maybe for a future video, I'll try that for you guys. All right. The next item, I've been talking on here a lot about how you can get earring backs in bulk from Temu. I already have some, but I thought, what the heck, I'd get some more. These came in a nice container, though. The ones I've gotten before were just in a bag that was kind of useless. But anyway, so these are the kind that have the plastic. They're metal, but they still have the plastic part to them to give more stability and to keep your earrings from dipping. So anyway, they just look like that. There's 50 silver and 50 gold. So a lot of times when I have those, when I get new earrings that maybe just have the silicone one, I will replace them. Unless it's the fishhook ones. I like the little silicone ones for the fishhook ones because the fishhook is a weird shape and you wouldn't necessarily want to get a back all the way up to the back of your ear for those. But I paid 67 cents for those. They are currently 60 cents. Did I get a price adjustment? I did not. Yes, I did. And it is a 100-piece earring back stoppers jewelry tool set, golden silvery colored mixed, flying saucer shape, ear clogs, ear studs, plug earrings, back DIY jewelry accessory. Oh yeah, so if you make jewelry, there's another finding for you. They have so many findings available on Temu. Oh, and the fanny pack is in this order too. All right, so the fanny pack, I paid $6.99, which that's not terrible, but it really is not going to hold anything. It comes in black, dark coffee, and brown. And, well, it's currently, holy cow. So the black is currently $12.18. The dark coffee is $11.38. And the brown is $17.98. Yikes. Excuse me. So, okay. Vintage punk style PU leather waist bag. Trendy fanny pack for outdoor sports and travel. And they just, let me find like they're not showing in the pictures that, oh, well, of course not, because when they show it, they have it like on the last setting, so they don't show that floppy part of the belt. And otherwise, they're showing it like this. So that's very crafty the way they do that. So I guess one good thing is, you know, that for me, I had all that extra space. So it would, even though they're one size fits all, it would expand nicely for more plus sizes. But for your smaller sizes, I don't know. It needed to have an extra strap to put the belt thing through. So, okay. So we've only got one thing left, and I think it was one of my 2 free gifts for Temu Circle for last month. So that one's an easy one to find. So I, of course, paid $0 because I pay $9.99 for a 3-month subscription to Temu Circle, which I do love Temu Circle. You get money back for every order that you place. For those of you that it's available, I don't know if it's available everywhere or not, but if it is available for you, don't pay more than $3.33 a month for it. They usually have deals, and I think don't pay more than $9.99 for 3 months. But you get a percentage back on all of your orders. Now, there's bands, tiers, whatever you want to call it. So in order to get a full 10% back on your order, you have to spend at least $100. But sometimes during the month, they adjust the bands on certain days, and so you can get more back. And that money can just go back as a credit to you. Mine always goes back to my Temu credit, not to my original payment source. So if that matters to you, I don't know if you can get it back to your original payment source. And you get to pick out, at least in mine, I get to pick out 2 free gifts each month. They're small things. You're going to see some months they have a better selection to pick from than others. But then they also have, that's where you can go and get coupons. And they're not the best coupons. I've seen better coupons outside of Temu Circle. But there are, there are always coupons for you to pick from. And there are some products that you can get an extra like 8% off on the day that you buy it if it's in this limited number of products. So there's my commercial for Temu Circle. So this was a free gift because of that. And you guys have seen these. This isn't anything new. But I was saying how I needed to get a new lint roller. And you pull off this plastic, and then mine's got some gunk on it down here and up here, so I'll scrape that off. But you can use this on your, well, I have some sweater fuzz on my pants right now, and I realize you probably don't need a demo on this, but you can use it to get off the fuzz. And then this, when you think it's not really doing much anymore, you go and you rinse it off, and then it is sticky again, and it's like starting over from scratch. So there's all the fuzz I had on my pants from the sweater. And you can just close it up like this so it doesn't get extra fuzz if it's in your purse or whatever. So I bought a lint roller from the Dollar Tree, but it was one of those that you tear off the tape and then you use it and then you tear off more of the tape. So it's not really reusable. And then I got that other one on Temu that is like the brush that you can go both directions, and that one is okay, but it's not really purse friendly. So this is a good one for purses or travel or, whatever. So now if you wanted to buy this, what? Discontinued. That's probably the kind of things you'd find as free gift options on Temu Circle is discontinued things. But here's another one. They're selling it for $116 and or $134, and they're saying you get two. Oh, you can get one for $116 or two for $134. Well, hello, putting that one in my cart for a blue and a yellow one. That would be another thing too, is, they offer these in different colors. So if you have multiple people in your family, each person could be assigned a color, and that way they'd always know which one was theirs. I'm a big proponent of using color in family life to differentiate and to hopefully cut down on arguments between kids. So yeah, okay. Well, that was everything in this haul. So let me know what you think. I think I'm going to send this back. It feels like huge and not in a trendy kind of cool way on me. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Oh, I'm wearing this lipstick that was kind of a milder, I don't really have any lipstick that goes with orange, but it was kind of a milder color. I don't know how I feel about it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've just got way too much orange, but why do I keep harping about the orange? I don't know. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. I know your time is valuable, so I appreciate the time that you have shared with me. Make sure if you're interested in the giveaway that you put the keyword hugs in the description below, right? Hugs? Yes, hugs. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Did I say that already? See, now I'm starting to talk in circles like my mom. No, I may get there someday, but, oh, and I've got some stuff I want to say about that, but I'll hold that for the next video. And you're like, oh, geez, she's not going to remember. Well, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It'll come back around eventually. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.